Hey, this is ILL-YJustice League, and this is the review of the Batman. Um, I was planning on doing this review earlier, March 4th or thereafter, because I did watch the movie when it did come out. Um, it's a quick review because to me the movie was great. Um, Basically, I give it probably a for the movie itself. It was a 10 out of 10 for me. Um, I like the portrayal of Robert Pattinson as Batman more than I actually thought I would. He's probably not my go-to Batman, of course. To me, that's still Christian Bale. I still feel Bale played great as the character, but in his own right for what they're doing with the Batman as its own trilogy or whatever it may turn out to be, it was a good movie. Um, some may disagree, some may agree. I don't know, but to me, it was a great film. I like mostly everything they did. The Riddler probably could have been a little bit better, but I love the setup. I love the characters. I love how they did Gotham. It was really like if the Tim Burton movies and the Nolan movies did have a baby. It did feel that way while watching these films or watching this film, I should say. Hopefully watching these films. Hope there's sequels in the future. Zoe Kravitz did excellent as Catwoman. I loved her storyline. I love that they adopted a lot of things that we normally see in the animated movies, like with her being like Falcone's daughter and all that stuff like that. Like it was just good. It was just good. And I would have to say among Batman movies, I'd probably give this a three among like all the Batman movies. To me, The Dark Knight and um, Batman Begins for me gets a second, and I personally it's because Batman Begins. I feel without Batman Begins, you don't get to The Dark Knight. You know what I'm saying? So that comes in a close second. Rises could have been always better, so it's somewhere on the list, maybe number five, but it's not. In my top three, but it would probably be The Dark Knight as one, Batman Begins two, The Batman three, then Batman '89, Michael Keaton. After that, and Batman Returns. Um, but yeah, Robert Pattinson did a great job portraying Batman. His Bruce Wayne, even though I give the movie a 10 out of 10, maybe we could notch that back to like a 9.5 or a 9 out of 10. But his Bruce Wayne wasn't Bruce Wayne, but then again, it's more of a coming of age. So I think he's gonna learn how to be the Bruce Wayne persona. Like I feel like with his Batman, from what we've seen in this movie, it came off that he's just becoming Batman. So he's in a place where I think the persona of Batman engulfs him. That's who he is. He's, you know, Batman. That's what he sees himself as. There is no Bruce Wayne. Like he's trying to be out there in the public and go to the funerals and go places and be seen as Bruce Wayne. But he's not Bruce Wayne. He's just Batman. That's how he views himself and stuff. But he's coming into like learning that persona and both personas and how they can coexist. But to be honest, like I had no real big qualms with the movie. Um, I liked everything they did. Um, I still view it though in my own purview as a Dark Knight 4. It's like to me it felt like Matt Reeves wanted to do a Dark Knight movie, pre- preferably with Christian Bale, but of course Nolan and them have that locked away, or nobody's coming back to do that at this point in time. So it was like, hey, I'm gonna just try to get the closest to that as I can, because his movie does have that feel, but then again, it's its own thing. The colors, the cinematography, but it still has that like Dark Knight esqueness to it. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, or y'all saw it that way, but that's just me. I saw it that way. Um, But I actually would, after seeing the Batman, I would love to see Matt Reeves direct a Christian Bale led Dark Knight film, or Batman Dark Knight, film that centered around Christian Bale's character. If they were ever to revisit that, I would like to see Matt Reeves do it, maybe in collaboration, of course, with Christopher Nolan. But even if not, because I feel he would stay, from watching the Batman, I feel he would stay true to the Dark Knight's formula, um, or even bring it over into the greater DCEU, or for me DCCU, you know. But I would like to see Matt Reeves, or I wish Matt Reeves would have been able to be the person that maybe even continue that on, and maybe lead up, the cinematic universe on this side. But yeah, I'd have to say that the Batman, yeah, yeah, like I guess I rescored it 9 out of 10. And on the part of his Bruce Wayne. But then again, can I even do that? Because like if his Bruce Wayne's coming of age, that's why he wasn't Bruce Wayne. So yeah, no, I'll go back to my 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for me. If you have not seen the Batman yet, which I mean it's on HBO Max now, I'm pretty sure people are maybe pirating it or whatever. And not saying that I support that. Not saying that don't support it either. I mean, you got to get your entertainment how you can, and as long as you're able to, do what you got to do. But also always try to support like an official release, buy the DVDs. Um, go see the movie in theater at least. Something. But I'd say, yeah, it was a good film. Liked it, and if you have not seen the Batman, you should check it out. It was a real great film. Colin Farrell did his thing as Penguin. Like I said, the Riddler was a little bland. Like he was good, but he was bland. The Joker is something, spoiler alert, if you, like I said, if you're living under a rock and you haven't heard or seen these things, but the Joker's appearance in it does make me intrigued to see what the Joker is like, and this persona and personality in this version of events, in this movie, because it looks like the Joker is a prequel to the character of Batman, because like we're in his second year when we come into this film and everything like that. So I guess we will see like how that relationship happened maybe in the sequel, or something like that, or get some type of backstory. However, yeah, I enjoyed the films. I hope you guys enjoyed it when you saw it, or if you didn't see it, hope you enjoy it when you do see it. But yeah, I don't really have much to say on this one. I'm gonna probably try to do mostly all the DC movies in my review, even though this is like my first review being the Batman. But I had a review on Wonder Woman 1984 because there's a big thing there with Wonder Woman, and I'll get into that when I do the review on that. I'm probably gonna do my next review on Morbius, and that should be at the end of the video in the link box for you guys to go to. If you're not seeing it as of right now in this video, that's only because I have not uploaded it yet, and to link it, link this video to that video. But when you do see it at the end of the video, just click it, and I'll have my Morbius review, because I do have a lot to say on Morbius, which I did see, I think, the day that came out as well, or the day after. Um, but yeah, the Batman, 10 out of 10. Robert Pattinson did his thing. Zoe Kravitz, Colin Farrell. I forget the guy who played the Riddler's name, but great job. Um, you know, Still wanted a little more from him, and maybe we will get some in the sequel. But it's it was a good movie. And if you haven't checked it out, please go check out the Batman. All right, it's now streaming on HBO Max, and I'll catch you guys next time. This has been ILL-YJustice League. You guys have a good one.